Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So let's go ahead and just jump on into this. We shall see where this one takes us. We'll look for any signs and symptoms of the day. We have a Two of Cups. Um, so, first off, people holding hands, seeing other people hold hands could be one of the symbols of the day. Obviously, we got a little pinky swear thing going on, but we also have like the color pink could be really prominent for the day. This is quite possibly a very important love story. Also, seeing some kind of, I don't know if it's like somebody's got like one of those laser pointers or something, like playing with it, squiggling it around, things that make the cats go crazy and want to chase the imaginary, brightly lit, invisible mouse. But just the way that the lighting is circled around. I mean, granted, it looks more like electricity. Um, Ideally, we don't have sparks of electricity, but I suppose we could think of this as somebody who could be doing some interesting, like photography or something. If you swing like a light or something like that and you capture it just the right moment, you see the trail of the light in a photo. So I could picture it like that as well. But then we have this Ace of Wands. We keep seeing little sparkles of light. I don't know if somebody has fairy lights or something. Like I'm picturing it like in a bedroom, or somebody, is fairy lights at night, or something like that, like on a back porch, or, in somebody's like room or bedroom or something. But we definitely have little sparkly lights here and there. I guess it could be lightning bugs as well, but I think of it more like fairy lights. The Ace of Wands is passion. We have a character that is very, very passionate about, well, maybe about love as a whole. God, there's a great song um, by OK Go called Fantasy, and it's got like a great cha-cha rhythm to it. But it's basically like, I hope this is love. Could this be love? Um, Different than Bob Marley's Could This Be Love? Or Could You Be Loved? That's a great song too, and that's such a summertime vibe. So we may have all kinds of great music right now, but somebody is very inspired. They might be rocking out. I always look at this as an oil pastel. Um, so somebody could be an artist who works with oil pastels, but this can also just be a pencil. I do feel like somebody is a creative though, and love is a powerful creative tool for them. Now, they tap into their baseline energy with this, because we have our little reptile. But here's the thing, like, this person is loving and warm, but somehow through that loving and warm energy, they tap into like some very deep seated raw, like, I'll even say like primal power within them, to be able to go ahead and then access like their higher self and their inspiration. So I feel like this person is using like passion and desire and love as the most powerful forces in their life. And sure enough, those powerful energies that they possess brings them to this, King of Cups. So this is possibly the story of a divine masculine, like having, his heart chakra opened up and feeling very aligned, and, sacral chakra is waking up, and just like everything is, he's his best self because of love, because of passion, because of desire, because of the way it makes him feel artistic. I definitely feel like somebody could be like painting something, creating something, because they feel like they met the love of their life. With that, the seahorses, seahorses do mate for life. This, I don't know that this is a masculine that I would say needs to be considered as, a water sign. I just feel like his emotions are like something that he doesn't fear. There's something that he's like completely happily swimming in. This is the best of him. The feeling of love, and the feeling of like, I met somebody who is so incredibly special. I'm thinking about somebody that I feel like is a kindred soul, somebody that I love deeply or could love deeply. And I'm turned on by them, I'm attracted to them. And It's opening up, the best parts of myself, my emotions, my heart, I don't know, it just feels like this is a man in love. It doesn't have to be a man. Bear in mind, I don't actually read for genders. We all have masculine and feminine within us, so we all express different energies at any point in time. But right now, we're going to say he is in action taking energy of the sun, masculine energy, because of that king card. Inspiration of Swords. We're going to keep getting cards of inspiration. Now, this is actually the Page of Swords in any other deck. Somebody could be receiving a box in the mail or something, maybe something they ordered, maybe something that, is, I don't think it's like a gift. I think it's something they purchased that's arriving. That could be another symbol of the day. Maybe it is something specific that they bought because of this newly opened, heart chakra energy that they're in, and they have this inspiration. Maybe they bought something that they are now going to use. You notice how we have kind of like buckyballs up here. So we're dealing with possibly some of the sacred geometry. We've got these gears here coming out of the box. We've got the inspiration, and we've got one of his guides. Birds are always in messengers or guides in Norse mythology. Everything here, and he's got pencils and papers, and it feels like, oh, all the items just arrived that I needed to purchase so that I can get busy on this project that I've been inspired to create. Why? Because I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. And it's inspiring me. And I feel like, oh, I can't wait to get started on this. I really feel like a sense of excited, anticipatory, I can't wait to do this because I've been thinking about it ever since I met him or her. I really can't wait to do whatever this project is. Inspiration of Cups. And there's our Page of Cups. Again, it's all about you see the light in these as well. We have this beautiful divine light coming out of the box. We have the beautiful divine light shining out of the seashell, and we have the heart, written on the sand. Somebody could be near a water source, or they're at a beach. This has decidedly beach vibes as well. And the beach is such a great, or the ocean is such a great metaphor for not only emotions, but also the emotions that, show up in our lives and wash over us. And, the sea brings things in to our life. And I'm wondering if that's maybe the way something about sound waves too, light waves, sound waves, waves of emotion, and waves of inspiration. Everything is like a wave form right now. So I don't know what that has. Oh, okay. Sorry. Another great song by The Voids, Square Wave. I think it's off of their most recent album. But maybe that's part of it as well. Great track. But there's something about waves. And this masculine could live by the sea, or they're at the sea right now as they are really kind of feeling all these emotions. We've got this Ace of Swords. He's going to find a way to express the way he feels, possibly again through an artistic format. Or, this is normally okay, we're out of the artsy world and now we're coming in just with truth, logic, truth, exactly what he wants to say. That could be something that this, again, I feel like it's a masculine that we're going to keep referring to. But I don't know if somebody made him feel again, because again, birds are migratory. And it's I got to tell her the truth. The truth is, I feel like my heart is opened up again. I feel warm again. I feel soft again. I feel like something happened. I'm wondering if he hasn't felt like this in a long, long time. And that's maybe the biggest message that he's trying to get across. I'm realizing it's because of you that my heart's opened again. It's because of you that I feel this level of inspiration again. I don't know, it just feels really nice. And this feels like what he's trying to find a way to clarify or express, or that not even trying to find a way. There's no trying in this. He's doing it. He's happy. This is an awesome message of somebody that's really joyful. And, they're doing the King of Wands now. Speaking from the heart, operating from the heart space. Again, bright colors and ocean colors. You notice a contrast in all these cards. It's one or the other. We get brilliant bright reds, oranges, yellows, pinks, or we get the softer tones. Oh, excuse me. keep that in the red family. Or we get the ocean energies. So it's, remember, fire and water make steam. But it's nice because he's passionate and creative, but he's also peaceful, calm, and like washed clean and feeling like these are not unwelcome emotions, right? This feels nice. It doesn't feel scary. It doesn't feel unsafe. It doesn't feel like, oh gosh, I don't want to, let my emotions get involved. And this is also not somebody who's like, oh, this is just passion that's driving me. No, this is like real emotion and passion and creativity all rolled into one. Again, we have our little lizard over here. And I don't know if somebody has like, I love this. It reminds me of like this red, like almost like leather, like booths in like classic Italian restaurants and stuff, that you just have like that vibe. There's like a really cool old speakeasy in Vegas, like on the west side. God, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it has like really great, like you have to, it's a speakeasy. So it's the door that you think you're going to go through isn't the real door. And, you go inside and it's like very like old fashioned mobster style. So I'm sorry to think about that, but that's what that makes me think of all of a sudden. And it's great food there too. But yeah, just there's something here. I don't know if somebody likes Italian food or there's some kind of a vibe here of, I don't know, nothing is quite what it seems, because we got the magical wand here as well. So I kind of feel like anytime we fall in love, it changes the way we look at the whole world. Things that would have bugged us don't bug us so much. Things that have been too heavy are suddenly like, no big deal. That stuff's not getting under my skin because I'm happy, because I'm in love. I don't know. It just feels like nothing is what it seems. I feel like this person has like the intention though of like maybe going out to dinner in some very like intimate setting, or something that just feels very cozy, right? If you're in like a nice tall booth and you're kind of sunken in and it's just beautiful and cozy and intimate, we have the card of oneness. I definitely feel like they want to get cozy with the person that they're thinking of. Can we go back for just a second though? Because with the card of oneness, we already know that it's like, I feel like if I were in this person's presence, we would be vibing. And I want to tell them this, and I want to be able to share this with them, and I want to be in their presence so that I can just sit and kind of like, just kind of like soak into somebody's energy and maybe hold their hand, since I didn't even realize maybe that's what that is. It's like, I'll melt into you, you melt into me kind of thing. But there's definitely like, I could just kind of picture this comfort zone. I could see this person just wanting to sit like even in a restaurant and be side by side and, hold hands while they're talking, just very, very romantic. But it's because it's the bond, it's the merging of energies. This is a very intense story at the same time as so sweet. But can we go back for just a second to, if this is the way this, we'll say masculine is feeling, and he's got this brilliant idea. Is a brilliant idea like, I want to go to that great Italian restaurant so I can just be super romantic and just melt into that person. We have the Death card in the reverse. We have a King of Pentacles in the reverse. With this, because this is some great idea they have, right? With that, they're doing a little bit of spying here though, and then wanting to send some kind of a message. I don't know if this has something to do with them wanting to make sure that it feels like they've had this epiphany that whomever it is that they have fallen in love with very well may have gone through something very difficult, very painful, possibly with a karmic. And it could be that they want to like say, I recognize that in you, or like just make somebody feel seen and like, I understand, I can tell what you probably have been through. Page of Swords sideways. Okay, so this may be part of the reason why they're falling so head over heels for another person, because it's like, I can tell that you have been through stuff just like I have been through stuff. I can see it in you. I can smell it on you. This almost feels like they want to, if somehow they have an inkling, they have an idea that, we'll now say this feminine, because they've paid close attention to, I'm going to say her, they have recognized, the unmistakable air of like, somebody hurt you, somebody did you dirty, somebody's been, like whoever you dealt with, you got somebody who treated you real poorly. I can see it, I can smell it on you, or it struck them like a lightning bolt. I know what happened to them. They've been damaged. And I think, without wanting to say it in such a blunt term, I think that they want to be able to convey this, maybe to also convey like, A, I see you, but B, that's definitely not the way I would treat you. Maybe that's why they have this idea like, oh, this person is very soft, they're a romantic. I want to be romantic with them also, because I know they had somebody that was the exact opposite. Somebody didn't treat them nice. And I want to treat them nice, and I want them to understand that. We got the Knight of Wands. So this is partly what they're all fired up over. I think they understand something about a person. Can I see anything about who this person is that you're in love with? If it's a she, if it's a he, it doesn't matter. Wow. Okay. So it could be a Taurus, could be, we could be literal and say it could be a gentleman, older, could be somebody in the Catholic Church, or it could simply be, this is the person they're going to marry and they already know it. Their higher self. All of this tells me that their higher self is very, very aware. And as astute as they are, as much as they have like paid attention to the person that they love, they've paid attention and watched the little clues and the little cues, and they've understood something about this person that they love. And I think it's how they've fallen in love with this person. They know, I can see you. I see where you've been, even though you didn't tell me in so many words. 3 of Cups in the reverse. This is the person they want to marry, and it's a person that they know is like not with anybody right now. So I also have to say this, with these 3 feminines, all wearing sunglasses, but then they don't have clothes on. It's like they feel like the person that they're in love with, on one hand, doesn't hide anything. They don't wear sunglasses, but they're also not out there trying to like honey trap anybody or be too alluring. Like they may dress fairly modestly instead of like, trying to capture attention with, their physique or something. But it just feels like they look at this person as not trying to engage with anybody, just kind of living their life. We have a Knight of Swords. I don't know if they fumbled a little something with this character. I don't know. With the Knight of Swords here, they may have impulsively put this person in a category and then been like, whoa, that's not true at all. They're totally different than other people I meet. They're not somebody who, because this is kind of some embarrassment. They too swiftly put someone in a category that didn't belong there. And I think this speaks a lot about that. Like they maybe assumed somebody was some kind of way, oh, they're just playing games. You don't meet their real persona. They're trying to get people all attracted to them, but then they're not really who they say they are. And I think they realize, yikes, if I summarize somebody like that, not only am I like dead wrong about them, but I also feel like I shouldn't have made a snap judgment. By contrast, this person is everything that I've been looking for. This person is the real deal. And now that I see that, I can't unsee it. So it definitely feels like this is somebody who's fallen in love with an individual that they misjudged at first. That's the way I would say that. Okay, I'm going to leave that one there. By the way, I don't know if somebody likes to go roller skating or impulsively said they'd do that. I don't know how well that went. Careful, don't fall down. All right, you guys, take care. Bye.